another episode of your program Kitchen Drive on ARCN Television. I am Hilda Homsem and today we are going to make mochu. You know, the last time I promised you that if we meet again, we're going to have another episode of the program and it's going to be mochu. And I told you that we are visiting Benue State, the food basket of the nation, where they will give us their various and different kinds of soups. You know, if you had followed the program serially, you have seen that we meet several ones. And today's episode is mochu. Sit right there. We'll go back to Chef Take Two. We'll go back to Chef T's restaurant and she is going to do the magic. Kitchen Drive on ARCN Television, Abuja, the capital city of Nigeria. Come along with me.
Would you eat synthetic meat? Food production technology has progressed to the point where we are able to create meat analogs derived from soybeans, gluten, and other plant products. Beyond Meat products are readily available in supermarkets as well as some fast food chains like Burger King and Carl's Jr. If this plant-based imitation meat isn't your thing, you can simply get your protein elsewhere. Food cultures around the world have heavily featured plant-based meat such as tofu or falafel for hundreds of years. But synthetic meat is not plant-based. It's meat. Lab-grown, artificially produced meat. Thanks to recent innovations in food production technology, consumers may see lab-grown meat in their supermarket aisles very soon. Numerous companies around the world, such as Upside in the United States and Future Meat in Israel, have been hard at work getting ready to bring their lab-grown cultivated meat to the masses. For the first time, they'll be able to say, no animals were harmed in the making of this meat product.
Real meat, not harming animals.
Instead, workers cultivate small clumps of animal cells in large industrial-grade vats over a period of weeks. During this time, these clumps of cells are grown or cultivated into muscle tissue or meat. Effectively, this means that Upside is able to manufacture real meat in this facility without harming any animals. But how exactly is this done? The first step of this 2 to 8 week process is extracting the cells. After giving an animal a small dose of anesthesia, they extract a small amount of cells from it. These cells are then placed in bioreactors, large steel vats designed for cell culture applications. Inside these vats, scientists can grow tissues or cells far beyond the cellular level. Inside the bioreactor, these cells are fed an oxygen-rich cell culture medium or nutrient broth to further promote their growth. This cell culture medium aims to simulate the environment inside an animal's body and thus contains nutrients such as amino acid, vitamins, and glucose. This nutrient bath encourages the cells to grow normally as they would inside the animal. Eventually, once these cells have multiplied enough, they turn into muscle tissue or a mass resembling ground meat. To shape the tissue into specific cuts of meat such as chicken breast or a prime cut of steak, scientists introduce fat cells and connective tissue cells into the culture. This isn't just for show either. The fat cells and connective tissue enhance the cultivated meat's overall flavor. Scientists can even control the nutritional value of the meat by altering the nutrient broth the cells are bathed in during the cultivation process. Despite the massive amounts of progress they've made with their meat manufacturing process, Upside is running into the same problems encountered by the other meat manufacturers of cultivated meat. For one, the business of cultivated meat is expensive. Each state-of-the-art facility required to produce cultivated meat costs millions of dollars to construct and maintain. Couple that with the overall cost of production and you end up with a relatively expensive product that might be a hard sell for some consumers. Thankfully, companies like Future Meat have been able to bring production costs down significantly. Recent reports indicate that each Future Meat chicken breast costs $1.70 to produce. That's in stark contrast to the $330,000 burger patties of the first public tasting of cultivated meats back in 2013. Aside from replicating the nutritional value in real meats, it's also crucial to offer consumers a product that tastes, smells, and feels just like the real thing. Upside has found some success with producing cultivated meats similar in texture and flavor to chicken breasts. Other cultivated meat producers around the world have also made significant headway with their products. For instance, the Tel Aviv-based food tech startup Supermeats hosted a well-publicized taste test for Israeli food journalist Michal Ansky. Despite Ansky's refined palate, she was unable to distinguish between traditionally grown chicken meat and Supermeat's cultivated products. Once the cultivated meat industry takes off, we may finally be able to rein in the increasing environmental cost of feeding our world's population. More than a third of the world's greenhouse gas emissions come from the food production industry, with a large chunk of that attributed to meat production. By offering a cleaner, lab-grown alternative, we may be able to mitigate the growing stress our ballooning global population is placing on the environment. Along the way, we might even be able to get cultivated meat similar in texture and flavor to Wagyu beef. That would be quite the delicious bonus.
Agricultural communication research network, agricultural research council. Mabuchi. All right, how you doing? Looking good as always. This one, you're culturally, you're representing your town. Yes.
I'm representing my chief people.
Okay.
Ignore the green.
Okay.
Our attire is black and white.
Okay.
This is Aya Tutukau no. They now respond Kasi.
Oh yeah, say it.
Aya Tutukau no.
Kasi. All right, it's always fun to be here, and here we have her here, and we're going to make Poucho. I promise you that. Are we ready to do that?
Yes, sure.
So what do we have here? What are some of the ingredients to make that? Okay.
Palm oil,
Okay.
your pepper.
Grounded pepper.
Grounded pepper already. With little ginger in it.
Okay.
It has its own flavor.
Of course.
Then your seasoning. Okay. Then beef. Today I have goat meat. I can decide to cook it with any. Any protein. It could be chicken. It could be cow meat. It could be goat meat.
It can be fish.
It can be fish. So any protein.
Periwinkles?
No, not periwinkles.
Okay.
Just meat.
Okay.
Either meat, fish, chicken.
Okay. So today we have goat meat,
Yes.
a red oil,
Yes.
seasoning as always,
Yes.
organic, no salt, and pepper.
Yes.
Almost all her soup, yes. Mostly is spicy, but if her customers don't want it, she goes along with whatever their choice is. But because we always want it, I will love pepper. So she's always ready to give us what we love. That is a special thing about her. So let's see your magic hand.
Okay. Pot on the fire. There's no water.
Okay.
Then your oil.
Okay. Does this need enough oil or just
No, just small oil, moderate. Yes. Then you allow it for 5 minutes.
to fry?
Yes, to fry. 5 minutes.
So you want it to bleach a little bit?
Yes. We have two types of cooking poucho.
Okay.
You can do the frying or you cook it direct.
You add your water?
Yes, your meat, put pepper, put oil, you allow it to boil together.
Okay. The way we had the meat cooked.
Yes.
So if we wanted to continue
Yes,
that
yes.
draining the meat
Yes,
out.
yes. So now you put your pepper. You fry it for some time.
Let's add the pepper.
Yes.
It's like poucho
Yes.
needs enough
Pepper. Yes, yes, pepper.
In place of pepper, so this is basically a pepperish kind of
Yes,
soup.
pepper, no tomato.
No tomato,
No tomato, just pepper.
just pepper. Added a little bit of ginger in it.
Yes.
All right, this is poucho, and we had our boiled goat meat. We fetched it from it. She said there are two ways of preparing poucho. You can have it directly as when the meat was boiling. You can continue the soup, or you drain it as we did. We fried our pepper, pure pepper. It's more of a chili kind of soup. So you bleach your palm oil or your red oil, then you add the grounded pepper to it. Allow it to fry and cook very well. Poucho thief soup. As you can see, she said ignore the green. It's black and white.
Black and white.
All right. We'll be right back.
Our poucho is almost getting ready.
So why is this called poucho?
So, we grew up to learn this from our forefathers,
Okay.
and they enjoy this soup.
Okay.
So we too will enjoy it, especially me. I enjoy it. Eating with swallow.
I love the pepperish thing. It's already entering, and the chili is the chili is really
Because we add little
coming,
flavor
and
of
the
that
aroma,
ginger.
and the ginger is coming out.
Yes. So this is poucho. With this poucho, you can eat your swallow. It is conveniently.
Oh,
Yes. If you want, you can add little of that. Add 2 hanasi. Oh, into it.
Into it,
Our
yes.
last episode at two
Nasi, yes.
That okra.
Yes.
Oh.
You just dish it by the side.
Okay.
And put that one
Okay.
by the side.
Okay.
We'll demonstrate it here.
All right.
You'll see. Yeah, you can see it's getting thicker.
Okay.
So
So the main concept is for us to have the pepper.
Yes.
The water drain out of the pepper.
Pepper. No, you
So let
fry
it
it to
fry
allow
very
the
well.
very well. And to allow the pepper to get done.
So this you can't even time it.
No.
Just allow it to fry
Very well, yes.
Alright.
We're waiting for our Poucho. This is still Kitchen Drive. I'm still with Chef T, who is making Poucho. It's pepperish. It's pepper sauce that we're frying, and it's basically more pepper.
Yes.
Okay? Excuse me. This is Poucho. We need to sneeze so that we know that we're cooking Poucho. Right now, we had the Poucho. That is the pepper. We fried it with enough oil. We allow it to fry very well, and she's adding a little bit of water now. Well, we're going to now add our seasoning. Okay. She said the protein can be of any kind.
Fish.
We have fish,
Either
chicken,
fresh or dry.
dry fish, or fried fish, ice fish, chicken,
Yes.
but more, name it. Just make your choice. So we had this goat meat cooked, and we drained ours out, and she's adding it now.
Yes.
She said there are two
Poucho.
ways of making
Poucho.
soup.
Yes.
Yes. So we have either
Direct.
directly from the source of the meat, right?
Yes,
You just
add your meat inside pot. Add pepper, your seasoning, oil. You cook it direct or you fry it.
yes. So you rather fry it or have it. We're now adding a little bit of water.
Then you cover it for 10 minutes and your poucho is ready.
I will cover it for 10 minutes. So this is Poucho, one of the Tiv Obinwe soups. Out of the so many soups that delicacies celebrated from Tiv part of Benue State. And Chef T here is good with local and of course continental dishes. But this time she said she wants to go organic. She wants to give us her special recipe, her special delicacy on the various soups that she grew up to, to watch her grandmother cook because she loves it and she wants to share it with the whole world. So this is Poucho. Poucho made of soup, and there are two ways of making it. Either direct, that is from your protein, then you add your pepper, oil, seasoning and allow it to cook, or you fry the pepper with oil, allow it to fry very well, add little water, then add your seasoning, and of course then add the boiled meat and add a little water to it to allow it to cook very well for like 10 to 15 minutes. When we come back, already is boiling, so we'll allow it to cook properly for like 10 to 15 minutes, and then we'll come back. Kitchen Drive on ARCN television, the only station that gives you the opportunity to watch products out of agriculture, because everything about ARCN is agriculture, and agriculture, this is the byproduct of agriculture. So see you, and don't go anywhere. Kitchen Drive on ARCN TV. still Kitchen Drive on ARCN television, and I'm still with Chef T, the thief woman, who wants to share her culture with the whole world. We're making pochu. Two different ways of making it. Either direct, that is any protein of your choice. Have it in on, cook it, add your pepper, enough pepper with oil, seasoning, and allow it to cook. Or you fry it the way we did it here. Oh, we cooked our meat, we drained it, then we had our oil, then we had our grounded pepper, we allowed it to fry very well, added little water, then we sieved our meat and had it here, and added our seasoning, of course, added little more water and allowed it to cook for like 10 to 15 minutes. As you can see, it's ready, right?
Yes, it's ready.
And it looks yummy.
Yes.
And the chili, oh god, the pepper is coming out well. I wonder how it's going to taste. And she said this can be eaten with all kinds of swallow, or with our soup.
Atu hanasi.
Atu hanasi. It was a very special soup that we had the last episode.
Oh,
You come for
hanasi, which you are going to make after this pocho.
another expo for the next episode. So you have it here. It's also simple and nice, and it's also one of their delicacies. And she has brought it out to the world to see how it's being cooked. And of course, she's advocating that all thief people and the world should know this and try this recipe because it's nice. Just look at it. And this can be eaten with white rice,
Yes.
yam,
Yes.
spaghetti, macaroni.
Yes, because it's thick.
It's thick, yeah. And then of course, with the swallow.
Yes.
This is Kitchen Drive. We'll have a taste of this because the aroma is already filling my tummy. It looks yummy. Alright, Kitchen Drive on ARCN television. We'll be right back to give you the result of this soup.
This is atu hanasi. So
That is soup made of okra.
yes.
So we had the okra also. We
Then-
it was blended on
Grinding
local
stone.
grinding stone. If you don't have grinding stone, you can
Use
pound
it,
it.
yes.
So the soup was actually tasty. So you can
Now
add it. Okay.
Your pocho.
Okay, your pocho beside.
Yes.
Well,
That is it.
ah. It's, the best part of the program. So I can mix my pocho
Yes.
and ati.
Atu hanasi.
Atu, I can add my pocho and atu and asi. I always tell you that I'm a soup person. I really like swallow. So, woo. Oh, it's nice. I'm telling you.
Thank you.
Lest you forget, Chef Tim is an organic caterer. She believes in everything organic.
Yes.
No salt, nothing for our health's sake. This is without salt, and the seasoning is out.
Yes.
The pepper is out. Everything is moderate. You can give a try. And just the soup is nice. You can do this. Why don't you eat good food and be happy? This is the only thing you can do to yourself. Eating good food, okay? And this is the only place you can have it on ARCN television. I am Hilda Homsem Francois. Urging you to watch more of our programs where you get the opportunity to watch and learn new recipes from every part of the world. But this is Benue in Abuja, and I urge you to keep watching more of our episodes to see more coming from Benue State. Take good care of yourself, and thank you so much. And of course, this your attire, you're still looking
Welcome to Food Basket of the Nation. Aya to come now.
Kase. All right, see you next time on the program Kitchen Drive. I am Hilda Homsen Francois saying take good care of yourself and eat good food. Bye.